We're getting it together, Bigfoot world. Slowly but surely, we're getting it together. Can you guys hear it pretty good? See it pretty good? We're trying it from the main computer, so hopefully that works out pretty good for us. Saying you, we're getting it. That's good. That's cool. Man, we're having so much trouble getting this live stream started. It's like impossible to do anything about going live. They wanted me to do so many different things just to turn this thing on. It was a nightmare. But what's going on with everybody out there? Everybody watching. We didn't get to make it last week. We had a few things come up on us that just knocked us down, but we had to take a couple of days to get back up. But we still here. You just got back from camping for a few days. We're trying to get one more time in before the weather goes into the cold stages, like when fall comes. I can deal with the fall, but it's when the snow gets here, that's what I can't mess with. So we're gonna try to get out there. I'm still debating on where to do it at, whether where we do it where the rocks was thrown at us or up on the third layer. We ain't figured it out yet. Yeah, that's what we was talking about, Larry. We was just trying to figure out where we was going to go before the winter came, before snow set in on us. We're thinking about setting up camp where the rocks where they were surrounding me at, and there's rocks coming from all sides. We was thinking about setting up a tent right there because we was close to something. Whether I got close to that deer and they wanted me away from the deer. I think it was more that wanted me away from that corner, that rock face there. It's hard to tell what's going on, Kathy. David Schultz, you found us. I seen your messages, but I was fighting the computer trying to get it to go live. I'll check that picture out here shortly, David. Did you guys see the video with all the Bigfoots? That one picture that Kelly found, that a rock face, it looked just like Jesus. It was crazy. It even had the thorns around the forehead. That picture, it blew my mind how that picture was crazy. It's on the last one. Yeah, we definitely need them thumbs up.
To that, got choked up.
Well, the next day it started raining. It never stopped. We haven't been able to go back out and check on that deer to see if it's still there, to see if it got drug off or what. But we're definitely going. I'm going to go back up there and check the area, see if there's any where the bones are laying, see how they're laying, see if there's teeth marks and so forth. I don't know what happened to the deer. There was no gunshots. There was no arrow holes. There was none of that. When I picked his head up, you could feel it disconnected. His neck was crushed. So whatever was squeezing it squeezed until it should. So it was a bad sight. Something squeezed the life out of him. It wasn't hit by a car back in the forest. So that's out the question. They probably threw a rock. They threw about 50, 60 rocks up there at me when I was in there by myself. Wondering how you been feeling.
All right. Still hanging in there.
We're still fighting. That's it. That's the main thing. We're still
hanging in there.
We're getting it. We're getting it. Kathy says, with all the rocks throwing, not one rock. They never do.
We've had a couple.
We're so used to the rocks being thrown at us. It's like a normal thing to us. They hit us one time, and that's when we was at the cave. They hit both of us.
They hit you in the chest and me in the boot.
Yeah, that was only one time they ever hit us, but they didn't want us to find that hole to the cave. They was definitely protecting that. And the closer we got, the more intense it got. The rocks got. We lost. There they are. Thanks, man. Did you see the photos of the giant cross deep in the ice Antarctica that I found? Yeah, no, that's what I was talking about. I didn't get a chance to look at that. I seen your message sent, but I was still fighting the computer trying to get the kinks worked out on it, and they want me to encode this, embed that. That's why I couldn't use the original link that I used in the beginning. So I think what I'm going to have to do is just, guys, you know, every Friday night at 7 Eastern Standard Time we go live. I'm just going to have to just pop up on you guys because it's setting like an event, trying to plan for an event. They want you to do 100 different things, and I can't figure that part out. 7,000 more subs back to the cave. I tell you what.
We didn't say 10,000 is.
No, we said 5,000 views. Once we hit 5,000, we'll stay the night in the cave, or not in the cave, but in the maze. So
10,000 more in the cave again.
If we get 10,000 subscribers, we go back to the cave. We'll spend the night in the cave. I don't want to, so don't
do it.
Don't even start hitting that subscribe button because I care less about subscribe. I just don't want to spend the night in that cave. But if we get 10,000 subscribers, me, Fred, Mike, and Jeff will go back to that cave and spend the night in there. If I got to tie them up, throw them in my trunk, and get them there, we'll spend the night in that cave. At 5,000 subscribers, we're going to spend the night in the maze.
Yep.
So take your time on both of them. I don't really want to do either one. We can wait till next summer to do that. So don't even worry about that.
Yeah, what are we doing at 5,000 middle of winter? We're going to spend the night in the middle of winter.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Wait till next summer and then start hitting the subscribe button. Just don't subscribe now. Wait till summertime and subscribe, and we'll get that done. So we'll wait till summertime before we go down in there. So wait till like June, July, and then hit that 5,000 mark. Right. And then wait till the following 4 or 5 years later, and then we'll hit the 10,000 mark and spend the night in that cave. Hopefully, I'm long gone by then. Save you, that place is more than crazy.
No, I don't.
None of us want to go to that cave again. That cave is still giving us bad problems. Man, we just
watched the bat video the other night.
Just myself, I had so many downfalls. I think it's
you understand
that
luck that come out of that cave.
We had nothing but shit for luck ever since. Ever since that day in the cave, it's been bad. I never had a car and a quad blow up in the same week, so there's definitely something bad. Computers, that is just, we can't get up. As soon as we think we're up and we're getting ready to go strong, something pulls the rug out from under our feet and knocks us back down. But we still fighting, swinging at it. We're going back out there. We're still debating on the overnight. We don't know when we're going to do that yet, but it's going to be soon. And I want to either do it on the third layer or back in the corner where they was throwing them rocks at us.
Well, you guys not doing it ever again. We ain't got a choice. We get 10,000.
Yeah, if we get 10,000 views, that's why I know.
10,000 subscribers.
Oh yeah, 10,000 subscribers. That's why I know that that's like a long milestone we'll never reach. So, hey, I'll go ahead and throw that out there. If we get 10,000 subscribers, we'll spend the night back in that cave from 6 at night till 6 in the morning, and I'll tie myself to a rock so I don't run out of it.
You're gonna have to.
I'll film everything. What did they say, David? I have tons of photos of ancient cities. I think that place that we're going to now is Bigfoot. I think Bigfoot World is something very ancient from like the Incas, before I get sidetracked, all the people that's watching from the UK, thanks for staying up. It's going on like 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, and you're up waiting to hear our BS, and we're prolonging it with the problems on the computer. Thanks for staying up just to hear us. I mean, just to conversate with us. That means a lot to us. What's going on, Kim? Let me get caught up back up at the top here. What Nana say? They throw a good 100 miles per hour softball. Man, they probably throw a bowling ball 100 miles an hour. The strength them things have,
Probably smash what they're saying. Probably smack that deer with the rock.
Yeah, it's possible. Broke his neck with it.
So they fell and landed on the neck and shattered it the rest of the way.
It's very possible. That neck, the neck on the deer, it was broken more than one spot. When I picked up, you heard cracking the whole way down. I just dropped it and walked away. Like I was just filming that deer. Not even a week before that, he was looking at us. And then he ran off.
They might throw the rocks to get to distract you, so you can get a shot on your head. Think about it. You know what I mean? Like a beachman, so you look a certain way.
I think if they wanted us, they could have had us many times over. We slept with them. Yeah, when we can't. Was it the last time we camped? I think we talked about it already, but we had a garbage bag tied up twice into a knot and sat outside by the tree. And when we came out the next morning, it was untied. That blew my mind. The bag wasn't ripped up or nothing. It was just untied, opened up, and sat there. There's nothing out there no animals going to untie a bag. It'll chew it open first. New to this.
Like the videos.
Yeah. Tina, you have no idea. We're getting it. We're going strong with it. You must not have caught too many of the videos that we've been getting. We get into some crazy shit out there. We do things that you got to push the limit with these guys, or you'll never know what they're about or what they'll do. Reason why is that they respect. Yeah, that's the thing. We do things to respect them that most of the time we don't even realize we're doing. Like when we hear when they're up there and we hear them ground, we don't push you on that. Sometimes we do. Sometimes we'll walk at them, but usually they'll push a big ass tree over at us, and then we just leave in after that. But there's a certain amount of respect everybody has for them things. If you don't, I think it could go wrong.
The last one they're throwing up. It's the size of the rock that come across there in that video.
You can actually see it on film. It come across bouncing in there. There's a couple of them you can actually see on film. The rocks coming in. It was, man.
That could have took him out. They threw it hard enough out of him. They took him out.
I tried so hard not to freak. I about lost my mind so many times in there. But I kept saying if they wanted me, they've been had me. Because there was one that followed me the whole way back through. Every time I would stop, he would take like 2 steps and then stop. So once I started hearing him, I started messing with him. I would walk a couple steps and then stop. And then he would do the same thing, but he would take 1 or 2 more steps than I did. That's how I knew he was there. So I went out in the open once I got on the other side of the rocks to see if he would come out into the open, but he didn't. He just stayed back into the rocks and kept throwing boulders at me or at my direction. They never did once try to hit me. I have a great place in Tennessee. Yeah, we're supposed to go out there one of these days, but without a vehicle running, we're still working on that too. One of these days, we're going to make it down to them caves you're talking about down there, David.
You always piece off like grapes with apples and crackers and water.
Yeah, last time we did, we just left them a bunch of apples. We left them a bunch of crackers.
Bottles of water.
Water. They threw the water on the ground. They left the water. They took the apples out the bag, left the bag on the ground, and took the crackers and pretzels with them.
Yeah, the package is going.
I still can't find the package of pretzels and crackers that they was in there. That's gone. They walked off, but they took it home with them. They ate the rest and took the rest home.
Mm.
Speaking of shirt,
Jeans and that shirt, I like it.
Gene. Speaking of shirt, Gene's working on a shirt for us for the page for the team and for you guys if you anybody wants one. It's gonna be a. I'm not sure the design yet. Gene's still working on that at the print shop, but in the next couple of weeks we're going to be coming out with some T-shirts, trying to get things going, get back on our feet without having to ask everybody for handouts. We're just going to get a bunch of shirts and try to get going again with the T-shirts.
Really, y'all be interested in shirts?
Claire said I live close to you and would be honored to go. Listen, I don't know if you watched the 2 weeks ago on the live stream. Everybody's welcome. I mean, we don't want to take a whole army of people in there, but like 1 or 2 people at a time, just to come in and experience what we experience. You're more than welcome. Jump over to Jeff Friend on Facebook, Jeff Friend Into the Woods, and I'll add you on, and we'll start talking there just to make sure you're a down to earth person. And I don't need no more crazies out there with us with machetes. So yeah, you're more than welcome to come with us. Just jump over to Facebook and hit me up over there. You're definitely more than welcome to come. What's that, Corvette?
Mm.
Hey, thanks for coming, Corvette. Thanks for joining us.
That's good, yeah.
You'd order a shirt.
Yeah.
That would mean a lot to us. We're definitely going to look into it. Gene's working on that now with the print shop. It's just we ain't come with a shirt that we both like.
Bloodstains on the rocks. I think you found something bad. We took the bike
that was a couple of years ago, and I'm not going back to that place. That place regardless if everyone there's like 20,000 comments talking about it's a fish cleaning place, but we're on the subject, and we've all went fishing before. We've all got a fish. When you got a fish,
there's not that much blood.
There's not very much blood
there's
at all.
Blood, but there's not a lot of blood.
Not like that at all whatsoever. There's very little blood inside in a fish when you're gutting it. So with that being said, that rock was covered. That rock was covered with blood. Brenda still said what?
No, I said Corvette Stalker still on watching from Puerto in Mexico. And Brenda said we watched the last one though and was waiting for a reply. He said no one needed for that, guys. The Ross was crazy. I think that's the most you had. Yeah. When we first went to the cave on the top there, that was the most rock thrill we had.
Yeah, that was the craziest, most intense. Well, that was we had when we went to that the first time we went to the cave.
That was the biggest rocks we caught on camera.
The most activity was the first time we went to the cave, because when we was going down to the front of the cave where they sealed it all up, right up on top of the rock face, there was a Bigfoot standing up there when we was coming out around. A big, massive monster was just looking down on top of us. But we pushed on up anyways, came on up around, and we just kept getting bombarded with rocks. But we just kept pushing in, and it's on the channel. I forget the name of it. A Great Spot, I think it's called, the video. There's so much activity on there. You can actually see the Bigfoot standing off into the weeds, just throwing rocks out of the weeds right at us. That's the day we both got hit by rocks. The closer we got to the cave hole entrance, the more intense that it got. No, that's not a new cave down over there. The cave camping gone wrong. That's all the same cave, and that cave is bad. Man, that cave is bad. Sandra Kelly, welcome aboard. Hey, I was just talking about your pictures, man. Them pictures was crystal clear, that rock face. The structure was, man, I'm speechless over it. Them pictures.
So you got 100 plus subscribers more since yesterday. And they've been flying up.
Yeah, ever since we hit the 3,000, they've been going up pretty quick. Pretty quick. That's a good thing. But like I said, take your time on that 10,000 mark, because I really don't want to spend the night in the cave whatsoever. Not yet, anyways. Maybe next summer or the summer after that, or maybe 10 summers from now, we spend the night in that cave. But as soon as we hit that 10,000 mark, we're going to go do it. We hit 5,000 subscribers. We're going to go ahead and spend the night in the maze. And I can wait to do that.
There's only one way in, one way out.
Yeah.
Actually, for us, but there's multiple ways that they can
for them. They can drop.
In.
Yeah, block us in.
That's all bad.
That can go bad in so many different ways.
They can jump off in every part.
You give that to Carrie whenever. My phone interrupting everything.
That's all solid.
All right, Kelly. I'll see you when you get back. We got the lights now, and once we get to the 10,000 subscribers, we'll spend the night in that cave with more lights. I'll take a couple $100 and spend on lights just for that cave once we hit 10,000. But I hope it's no time soon. Let's wait a couple years before we hit that mark, because none of us are trying to go back to that cave. Not one of us. It's just the things we seen, we heard, we felt, the things that we're still experiencing around here in this house is doing some crazy shit. The shadows in my house that pass through all the time, it's crazy. It gets overwhelming sometimes. Mike, he's on his way. He's
He's fine still.
Yeah, he's trying to work his way back in. Money Mike trying to come back Sunday. He's coming back up this weekend. He's on his way now.
We're trying to trick him into going to the cave.
We was debating on even trying to just pay the cave a visit to see what's going on around that area. But Mike don't want no parts of it. I'm going to have to lie to him, trick him, and just tell him that we're not going to the cave. We're going down past the cave, and accidentally cut up to the cave and say, Mike, we're spending the night. That's how I'm going to have to get Mike. But
yeah, he might be mad at us.
I think this weekend it's going to be me, Fred, Jeffrey, and Money Mike out there. My oldest son, Jeffrey. Nana says, with the tricks that are playing, them things been playing tricks on us for like the last 2 months. They've been playing crazy tricks. But another thing we got to take in the consideration, the cold is on the way. The cold is right around the corner. And these last 5, 6, 7 days, it's been nothing but pouring down rain in here. So
everything's in the caves.
Everything's just laying low, not moving. And with the winter coming,
they're about to pop in on something.
Yeah, they're like in hunting mode. They're changing over from the vegetables and fruits over to meats, and that's when things get kind of edgy out there.
Get ready, guys. This winter, we're checking every nook and cranny.
It's going to be crazy this winter, because now that we know that that area and between the rocks, the third layer,
when it snows down, you can see the caves and the holes a lot better.
You'll be able to see the tracks a lot better. I think they'll be up in there in the wintertime.
There's a lot of holes
up in the Bigfoot world. I'm pretty sure they'll be up in there. But guys, there's 34 people watching and only 11 thumbs up. You guys gotta definitely hit that thumbs up, because
thumbs up, share it.
YouTube be kicking us in the ribs.
Right.
They knock us down.
Y'all love us, but YouTube don't.
YouTube knocks us down. So you guys definitely gotta hit that thumbs up button. I don't even care if you didn't hit it. I'm glad you guys are here conversating. I actually enjoyed going live with you guys, getting to know everybody on here. It's like for the last couple of years, we just been one-sided, just going out to the field and looking for Bigfoot. And we really ain't been conversating with you guys as much as we should. So we're going to try to find a balance. Every Friday night, we'll be here at 7, conversating with you guys. And then rest of the week, we're going to be out in the field trying to figure out what they're doing, what they're up to, what they're trying to do with us, what trick they're going to do next. But Brenda said, I hit it when I go on here. Oh, thanks, Brenda. That does help because YouTube, when it comes to YouTube, it's hard to do anything with YouTube. You hear every creator, YouTube creator, complaining about it. That's why I'm not trying to complain too much about it. I just ask you guys to hit the like button, the thumbs up, or the thumbs down. Either way, it don't matter. Just hit something. Just hit something. It'll work out for us. But let's see. They're making this show, the wood movie. That's one thing I noticed the last time I was out there by myself. That on the end where we usually camp, on top of the borders where they got the logs, the trees crisscrossed on top of the logs. On the other end of the second layer, at the other end of the same rock face, they're doing the exact same thing, and it's all brand new. It's all within 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks old, not even 2 weeks old. They're doing the exact same thing on top of the border as they did back there where we was camping at. So I don't know if from us camping over here, put them down to the other end, and they was used to staying on this end, or what it may be. They didn't leave yet. They're still on top of that third and fourth layer, and they're not. I don't think they plan on leaving anytime soon. I think they enjoy our company the way they're doing these tricks with us. The tricks that you guys been watching, it blew my mind. It still blows my mind every time I go back and watch a video. But hey, Kelly, good to see you on. Hey, you ain't missed much. We just finally got everything working on here. It's a pain in the ass when it comes to getting everything embedded and the share, and YouTube's still new to me. And even though we've been out there doing this for like 4 or 5 years looking for Bigfoot, it's all still new to me. But with this editing and uploading and going live, this is only like our 4th live stream. And every time we try to go live in the woods, the mountain blocks us out and won't let us. So it's like, this is the only time we can go live with you guys and set and BS with you. They're not. They're really not that tight. Once you get up there, that third layer, it seems like it. There's corridors. You can stand up. I'm 5'5" and I can stand up. It's just where you walk. There's corridors like a trail, and on both sides of you is brushed up, and it's like a tunnel you got to go through, and then drop down into the top of the rock face, and it tunnels whichever direction you want to go to. Some of them barricaded off. It's like their little mansion up in there. It's amazing up in there. That's what we was debating, where we was going to do our last ever nighter for the year, whether it was going to be where the rocks was thrown at us or up on that third layer. I just can't get past them damn spiders. Them spiders scare the shit out of me. Which you guys already know. I already got the name Spider-Man already. Or Batman. The freaking bats. That's why I said take your time on that 10,000, because them bats. Yeah,
there's a lot of different caves and holes out there.
It gets crazy. But
we found a lot of things over the years. A lot of things on the other channel too.
What Nana said, but I love how the far right and they're just experiencing what everyone else is on social media. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Nana. That's about it too. What's going on, Julie? Julie, Mike's on his way. Hey, Julie, did you see what he did on that video when we was camping? He told Christy to take his picture on. He said take his picture, and then when she said why do you want me to take your picture? He said, so I can send it to Julie. He said, make sure you get my good side. And she started beating him down. That was the funniest thing.
It's all bad.
But Julie's on his way and he's single. I think they just did a breakup thing last week. So, but that was the funniest thing. I was not expecting that when he did that. He said, I gotta send it to Julie.
She said, yeah.
With the Spidey. Hey, Gene, we finally got it figured out. And I was just telling everybody about the t-shirts you're working on and said, you better get a step on that. They're going to be waiting on that. You need to hit the print shop, Gene, a.k.a. Moose.
I think, yeah.
And
William said, push it along.
I got to tell you guys, Gene and his wife, they treat us like we're one of their kids. And they do a lot for us.
First their nickname is Captain Caveman.
Pretty much sponsoring all the t-shirts and everything, and with some of the equipment, with the donations. You guys saying, man, we wouldn't be making it without you guys. Like I said, we're our team. We make each other. But what Brenda said, you should know. It looks tight on video to be saved.
Julie said, I started shocking.
Yeah, I used to. Yeah, you definitely do. I don't even. He never even seen your picture, and he talks about you more than he talked about Chrissy. I think that's why Chrissy ain't really there for it. Because he's always saying, "Come on, take my picture for Julie." I gotta send Julie my picture. I guess she got tired of it. So you definitely do. Mike's either in love with Chrissy and lifting weights, and lately it's just been lifting weights. Mike's got a lifting weight fetish his whole life. Ever since he was a baby, he did nothing but lift weights.
I love the Captain Caveman cartoon. It fits.
Yeah.
I'm Captain Caveman now.
Captain Caveman instead of Ferret. Ferret in the hole, brown dwarf. Good to see you, man.
You'll see why they call me Ferret this winter.
Hey, believe me, Fred earned his name, Ferret in the hole. If some of the old subscribers seen the last channel, he more than earned Ferret in the hole. Ferret ain't got nothing on Fred, because Fred will get in the hole. Ferret won't get in the hole. If it sound like rattlesnakes and shit in there, he's still climbing down under there, looking in. He does shit that I don't do. That's for sure. He definitely earned Ferret in the hole. But I guess Captain Caveman, that works just as good.
I'm gonna shave it off now.
Captain Caveman, that works just as good. It fits. That's what Brenda said too. Brenda thinks it fits too. I'm gonna post my Facebook in comments. No, don't do that. Just Julie. Mike got his own Facebook page. Michael Friend. You'll see him. He's on there flexing. You'll see him. Just hit him up in his inbox. He'll be over there. Brenda still is what?
I've been begging for a shout out.
Well, you just got one, Brenda. You just definitely got
Julie for Mike.
Oh, Julie been trying to get a shout out for like 2 years now. Still waiting on a shout out from Mike, but every time. Well, I'm just gonna say, Julie, Chrissy ain't in the picture no more. Chrissy, if you're watching, sorry.
Shit happens.
Shit happens, man. I don't know what happened, but Yins are young. Yins will work it out. But I mean, Yins was a good couple. I like to see Yins together, but Mike's going to do what Mike's going to do, and everybody knows that.
Can you tell us about how you started bigfooting?
Him taking me on vacation. We went to his vacation spot like 5 years ago into the middle of bum freaking Egypt, in the middle of like 50 miles inside of a state forest. We're the only cabin in the middle of nowhere for miles. If one of us got hurt, he was dead. He wasn't making it out.
Yeah.
And
it's all bad out there.
I would get up early in the morning before they got up. Soon as it wasn't even daylight yet, the sun was just cracking, and I would leave and go for a walk through the forest, see what wildlife, what deer I would see, and I ended up running into Bigfoot, crashing off from me, and ever since then, they blew my mind. I wanted to know more about them. And now I can't.
It's had a lot of weird stuff happen on it too. The yells, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, the screams, the rock stacks they left outside the back of our cabin.
That's the first rock stacks, all that.
It's just I needed to know more about them. The intelligence they had to build them rocks from big to little, to shake them up and to put a stick on the side of one. Because I always wore my machete, it was amazing. It blew my mind. They're more intelligent than any primate on this earth. It's like there's nothing that more smarter than them other than humans. And in that aspect of living, surviving in the world, I think they got us beat by tenfold. There's no way we survive out there in the woods a week.
No, just camping ground. Oh, how we find our area?
That area we was walking and we was researching the whole other side of the mountain, but we had to cut through this old logging road a few years ago to go down there. And it was winter time, and the logging road had tracks going across it. So we decided to follow these tracks, the bare footprint track. We followed them back to that Bigfoot world, and as we was going back, the tracks, the single tracks turned into two tracks side by side. They was walking, and then they split off again into four tracks. And it was like they was in formation behind each other, stepping in each other's footprints. And then they split off into two, and then later on they split off into four. It blew my mind, and we just been going out there to that area. Well, actually, we left that area alone after the footprints for like a couple months. We kept going down to the other side of the mountain. And then one day when me and Fred and I think Mike was walking out that logging road, I seen structures out that way. So I said, you know what, guys, let's go out this way a little ways and see what's going on over in this direction. And we just got lucky and ran into them. So they're definitely, that's like their house. And a couple years ago, when Fred was up in this hunter's tree house filming down over a mountainside, and the hunter came in behind us and caught us. He come down running with a shotgun. What the hell are you doing up? Muzzleloader. What the hell are you doing up in my tree house? And
as I was trying to get a better angle,
he didn't even have a camera on him. He said, "Oh, I'm trying to get a better angle down over this mountainside." I had the camera, and the dude just shaking his hand with the muzzleloader. He said, "I had you both lined up in sights back there. I could have got you with one shot."
That's all bad.
But we started to conversate
like
with
20
him.
minutes.
And in the area that we're going in, he told us there's a secret cave over there somewhere. He didn't tell us exactly where it was, and I think I have a good idea that he became a subscriber later on, BB Hunter. So BB Hunter, if you pop on here, can you message me and see if we can meet up sometime in the future, and you would show us that secret cave. I know it's in that area that we're in now, but I think that's where the rocks was throwing at. I think I was getting close to it there. That's why they was lighting me up with boulders. Woodburger Farm, Rick, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Hey, we're debt free. But I sent her over to your neck of the woods. So watch out going out onto the farm. You might see her jump out the barn on
it. We gave the address.
She got your address, Rick. Hey, she on her way. She said you're next.
She GPS'd it.
She said you're next, Rick. They can be a shadow. Man, these Bigfoot can be more than just a shadow. They could be sitting right. Me and him was sitting at camp, and a little tiny piece of wood that you had to be 5 feet from me to throw it.
Yes,
it threw it right on my lap.
Weight of the piece of
and I started screaming and ran. But it had to be close to me. It had to be within like 4 or 5 feet to make that little tiny piece of wood fly at me like the way it did. I freaked. That was the
I
last
feel the
time.
hardest one all 10 feet. So
That was the last time we went camping out there.
Yeah,
It was camping with Deb, actually. That happened. Deb was in the tent trying to get us, lure us in the tent.
It's trying to lure us in. I'm in the tent, guys. But which project starting? Fuck that.
I'm not going to get into that one too much.
It's all bad.
But
she's out there peeking out. Come on, guys.
Come here. Listen, every time we ever camp, somebody went to sleep. Somebody went in the tent and went to sleep. Sometime through the night.
We's all up.
That night, I swear, nobody went to sleep. Nobody went in the tent. We was all walking around out front. It's like our subconscious knew to stay the fuck away from it.
Like the Queen's Guard out there, just walking back and
forth.
We
We did not go inside that tent. She tried too hard to get us in the tent. I think that's why we didn't want to go in the tent. Because it's like, that's all she wanted to do was get in the tent. And we wanted to go film and score shit in the night. And it was all bad. But Rick, man, Woodburger Farm, she's on her way. She probably already in your barn. So watch when you open the barn door. She might jump on you.
She gonna come stop swinging from the ceiling.
She might jump on you, Rick. Might have you had a sighting in Derry. So you're in PA. Over in Derry, they just had a sighting a couple years ago of that white one. We just had a sighting of a white one here in Fayette County. So I'm not sure if it's the same one.
Just something. Nobody was looking.
Hey,
right?
I would never tell if I did. I'll tell you that much, Rick. I would never tell if I did. That's my secret. I'll take it in my grave. Kelly, don't listen to Rick. Don't listen to Woodburger Farmer at all. Brenda, what Brenda said, his brother said.
I live in Greensburg.
You're in Greensburg, shit. You're only 10 minutes from us. We're in Connersville. So anytime you're ready to hit them woods, put on some boots and a diaper and let's go.
Don't bring the vodka.
Yeah, leave the vodka at home because don't bring no vodka. Woodburger Farm, he's funny. I enjoy his videos. Hey guys, everybody on here probably already subscribed to Woodburger Farm. Make sure you guys go over and check out Rick. He got some good footage over there and Brown Dwarf. I like Brown Dwarf too. He got a lot of good videos. But like I said, all you guys are probably already subscribed to them guys. If not, check them out because they got some good evidence. And that's what I'm saying. All of us researchers together, we need to like keep in touch. I can learn from what you're experiencing. You can learn from what I'm experiencing, what we're experiencing. We can figure out what they're doing and what they're up to, and we can
all located everywhere.
We can get closer to them.
Even chasing towards each other.
Figure out whether they're migrating or if some migrate, some stay, or we can figure all that good shit out. We just got to work as a team like we've been doing, and that's a good thing. That's how we make things happen.
We can do what the government's doing, but we can actually put it out there.
Right. Yeah, we'll put it out there until the government burn up another couple.
You know they're tracking them. You know they know where they're at. The technology had today, I wouldn't put it past them.
That reminds me.
They probably got them chipped.
I need this envelope. Lisa Brumfield, we appreciate the GoFundMe you made. We definitely got that. Just to let you know that we do appreciate that, and they couldn't have came at a better time. That meant a lot to us. So, if you're on there, thanks, Lisa. And I'm gonna say it one more time. There's 43 people on here watching. 22 thumbs up. Can I get the same amount of thumbs down at least? Thumbs up, thumbs down, something. Because YouTube's tricky.
Settings.
I have it spread here in the forest in West Central Arkansas. This is the real deal when it comes Well,
unofficial reports.
the ones that say they don't believe in them, the ones that say that they're not real, they don't exist, are the ones that are never going to the woods. They're sitting behind an office desk somewhere or a McDonald's flipping a burger. They've never been to the woods. They don't go to the woods. If they would take one day and get up and go to the woods, they would have a second thought about whether.
Lisa Brumfield is my twin sister, Lacey B.
Who said that?
Lacey B.
Lacey B. Oh, Lisa Brumfield is your twin sister. Well, make sure you tell your twin sister that we definitely appreciate that GoFundMe donation. That meant a lot. Robin, what's going on, Robin? You got to get out of the basement. Yeah, yeah, but we're getting it. But we got to hit the basement like the '70s show, and then head out. We get more accomplished that way, and everybody's in more better mood. Everybody's happy-go-lucky, and we accomplish more after we leave the basement. So we can't cut out the basement, Rick. We got to keep the basement.
Right. Basement's a factor in life.
No, Julie, I'm not calling Deb for anything. I shipped Deb over to Woodburger Farm, over to Rick's, and I've been watching every day patiently, waiting for the day she jumped out the barn on him and just screaming at him. I'm going to die for weeks. I'm going to record it just so I can watch it over and over again when she does. Oh, you're talking about the non-believers? Yeah, me too. Oh, I wasn't, but I am now. I'm on the same page with you now, Rick. But that's what it is. It's the people that never been to the woods that don't go to the forest. They're the ones they're the non-believers. That's like my uncle. He rather tell my Uncle Kenny. He rather tell me that there's naked Asians running around in the woods than to tell me there's a Bigfoot running around. We argue for a good 2 hours. I just go with me one day out there. You'll see. What's this picture? It looked like a naked Asian guy running. There's no naked Asians running in the woods in the freezing dead of the winter. It was like November. There was like 6 inches of snow. Barefooted, butt naked. My Uncle Kenny, he's something else. But he's just like millions of other people. The ones that don't go to the woods is the one that don't believe. If you would just take a day and go to the woods, you would change your whole way of thinking. Well, Sandra, if she is, hey Deb, go over and visit Woodburger Farm. He's waiting on you. He got a big barn to the right you can hang out in until he comes. Good luck with that, Deb. And you're welcome, Rick.
Have fun.
I'm trying to, hey Sandra, I'm trying to send her over to Rick because I'm scared. She told me that
she's gonna pop up.
She told me to stay out the woods. The boogeyman might come and get me, or might jump off a rock down on me, or some shit like that. She told me. So I've been scared. I've been scared to go out in the nighttime because I don't know if she's gonna be there or not. Is Mike here? Julie's on here asking about it. Mike ain't show up. He's supposed to be coming sometime tonight. Jeff's here though. He'd be out there. I don't know if you guys remember Jeff from the last channel, my oldest son.
You see one spider and got scared and come back out.
He's another comedian like Mike. And when you get both of them together in a scary environment, it's gold. It's gold. You gotta see them two together when we put them in a scared environment. That's why I love when they're there.
They're funny.
I'll find a scary environment just to get them going.
Right.
But
we'll get back to the back.
I'm in the boonies of Illinois. We went through there.
Let me take a look at him. Oh, yeah. I'm telling Mike.
Hey, Julie.
Tell Mike.
But yeah, Mike will be out this weekend. He's supposed to be out this weekend, but nonetheless, it's going to be me, Fred, and Jeff will be out there. We want to go through that place a little bit better where we had I had the rock thrown at me. I knew it would work. What I did, I walked out to the second layer, and like I usually do, and they stand over on the third layer and watch down on us. Well, I decided to make a right and walk out away from them because I heard them back in that corner. I decided to walk away from them and then come back at him, like circle around back at him. And I don't know if it backfired on me or it worked, but I got a big reaction out of him by doing that. So we're going to try a couple things. I think my mind's pretty well made up. I think we're going to pitch a tent right there where the rocks was bombarding us at instead of doing it over there on the third layer. Come on, Cook, you're crashing my live feed, puppies. Everybody already know my. Did you just punch me in the face?
So you're tapping on me, shaking me down.
I got Pepe Le Pew right here and cookies. Are you guys done crashing my live feed? All right, see you later. Pomeranians and Chihuahuas, they can be nerve-wracking sometimes, but yeah, I hear where it sounds. These woods, so I can't. I can't explain. You have to experience them woods like in person because there's so much paranormal activity going on mixed with Bigfoot activity, and sometimes it's hard to just decipher which is which. Because there was times when we was out there with Deb, them two trees just started banging in front of us, clanging right out in front of us. I was so scared, I was ready to cry. I was about to break down, start crying like a bitch. Them trees, no one was there, no one was standing there, and they just kept. So I said, all right, let's walk around them and head back to camp. We made about 20 feet, and two more trees started doing it out in front of us, banging each other. And that was standing there. We went back to camp for like 4 hours. I was scared to go anywhere. That's some paranormal shit that I can't explain that happened out there. I actually caught it on film. And the chains that rattling, we always hear chains from the day one that we started going out there. You hear chains rattling through the woods. It sounds like a dog running. No, it don't even sound like a dog running with a leash. It's chains rattling in the woods. That's the best way I can explain it. I see orange tree orbs. The closest thing I seen to that is one of the viewers found a ball of light crossed through the trees. It like zipped through the trees. It was zigzagging through the trees, and that was the first time I ever seen like that. And a couple of weeks ago, Scott Malika was zooming in on one of the videos. There was two Bigfoots sitting there up against a rock face, and a beam of light came down on one side of one Bigfoot and scanned across it like a laser beam to the other side and disappeared. That's something I can't explain. Whether it was a UFO beam down and like it was scanning them, that was something that just happened a couple weeks ago. I still have the footage on the other computer. I have no idea what that was, and it was something that was amazing. I don't know what. Still don't know what it was. No one that ever seen it knows what the hell that thing was. That thought is good. Hey Rick, you're gonna see when she jump out that barn on you. You're gonna really see. And I don't believe it. There you go, Rick. There's the difference between ghosts that float around attacking shit and Bigfoot that run around disappearing. There's a big difference. That's where my belief's still at with it. I think they're spiritual, and I think that the spirits are intermingling with the Bigfoot, and that's why the woo factor is coming in because it's hard to decipher who's doing what, whether it's the ghost or the Bigfoot. That's with all my years of experience of playing with them. what I chalk up the woo to as the ghost of whoever. Rick, I'm not talking to you, man. Who else got something to say? Have y'all seen Dog Man? um, we haven't seen the Dog Man, but me and Fred was sitting on the bank, and we were sitting on the bank, and at the exact same time, we heard a howl 10 feet behind us. It was a scream that turned into a howl, and we stood up, turned around, there was nothing there, nowhere. We should have seen whatever was howling. And then we sat back down, and like not even 2 minutes later, chain was rattling in between us. It scared me so bad I couldn't turn my head to look at Fred. He was right there beside. It's like it froze me stiff. Like it was ready to grab us. It was that close.
We'll just stop. Like, you hear that? Yeah.
No, we either one of us ever looked back to see what them chains was. They was like,
It was like
right in
behind
between us, right there. It scared the life out of me. Still to this day.
Yeah, moves. We knew we was already got. You hear that? Yep.
It was just too close. You turn around, you got you. I was scared to turn around just so I didn't get got. So that there's a lot of shit that happens that we can't explain. You have to be there to hear it, see it, witness it for yourself. You're Hey, that's what we're team's about. If you don't have fun with what you do, then why do it?
Right.
I mean, as many knockdowns as we took, we still laughing and joking about it, and that's the way you got to be. When we go into the woods, we try to have a good, positive, everybody laughing, having a good time, and then that's what brings the Bigfoot out to see what we're laughing about, what we're, so happy about, and they want to be a part of that. It seems like we get more activity when we're happy-go-lucky than when we're bickering and there's static between each other and we're ignoring each other, going in with attitudes. They know the difference. They sense that. So we just don't do that shit. I don't know if Dogman can kill a Bigfoot or if Bigfoot can kill a Dogman. I don't ever want to be around to find out. I'm sure it could be. I don't know on that one. I'd like to see it from a distance, I guess. Because if they're already going at each other, both of them pissed off, both of them fired up. Once the winner kills that one, I think you're going to be next. So I don't want to be around when that shit goes down. All right, Carl, you have a good one. Thanks for coming in and watching us, man. And I want to thank everybody for hitting that thumbs up. I know a couple of y'all hit the thumbs down, but that's good too. Hey, you got to take the good with the bad. Either way, I like all that. Where do I think Dogman come from? I don't know, but I know they're there. There's one in that cave that I know we was in. It could have had us. So I don't think they're as aggressive as people say they are, but I think they can be. I don't know where they came from or how they got there, but I do know that they are there. They are real. If just watching Woodburger Farm alone, he's got one out there on his property. And Rick, you better be safe out there, buddy. I seen the size of them prints, man. Be safe, because when it comes to the dog, man, they're unpredictable. You don't know what they're capable of. Well, you know what they're capable of doing, but you don't know at what point they're going to do it. So you're better off leaving them things and stay far away from them things as you can get. Leave them be. I heard a story on YouTube where a dog man fought a dog man fought a dog man. Well, I think they do that for like the territorial things. You're moving in on my mate type of thing. It's like a male ego type shit. That's probably why they was fighting. But that'd been cool to see two dog men fighting. That'd be a battle. That'd be one of the greatest MMA fights you ever seen, ever. To get that on film, man, that Animal Planet wouldn't have nothing on that video. It'd be crazy. Um, you're in the Leonard in the UK. Yeah, because it is late. And like I said before, everybody watching from the UK, man, thanks for staying up so late because it's going on like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning out there. That means a lot to us just for even staying up at late. That's just crazy. Just to have you guys do that, just yeah, I mean, just for us, that means a lot. Yeah, Brenda, they definitely do want to know what's up. That's why we go in there laughing and carrying on, joking with each other. That brings them to us, so we ain't gotta run around looking for it. It seems like if you're running around looking for them, it pushes them away. Go in there, set up camp, hang out, crack a couple jokes, laugh, giggle, set up camp, and you'll hear them coming, walking into you. You'll hear them surrounding you if they're there. If they're in the area, they'll come around you to check you out, and then what you do from that point is on you. What time is it there now? Here is. You mean in the UK, Renee, or here? Here is 8:22, so it's probably like a five. Oh yeah, I think Renee, you're in the UK, ain't you? I think it's like 5 hours ahead there. So guys, thanks, man. Thanks for coming in. G Day, folks. Play a recording of. See, somebody else said that before. Play a recording of Bigfoot sounds, but if we do that, I'm totally against that for one reason. If we go out there in the middle of the woods, we set up a tent. We're like 5 miles from the nearest road. If we go out there, set up a tent with no weapons, no nothing, and start shooting off calls that mean I'm gonna kick your ass, you're asking for an ass whooping. So we don't know what them calls mean, so we're not using them calls just in case that call means I'm gonna kick your ass call. So we don't do that. So just in case, because we're not trying to get our ass kicked by nothing that big. Some of them things are enormous, like 12 feet, 8, 9, 10, 12 feet tall. Them things are enormous. I don't even.
Except play human story when we play people, like when you people snoring, and then we'll all sit in the tent, sit up.
You're right about that. That works. I swear to you, that works. Every time Fred starts snoring, shit starts moving around outside of the tent. I shit you not. And we keep making a mistake of leaving the camera outside on the cooler. Like we have a little charging area right outside the entrance of the tent, and we'll zip in the tent up and leave everything out there. Calls. Fred starts snoring. You hear him all around us, throwing rocks or sticks at the tent, throwing sticks at the bag out in front of the tent. It gets crazy when Fred starts snoring. It's like they know that's what they know what snoring is. And
Rollins says more entertainment for them. So we go there so much that they're entertained by us.
Yeah, they like us. We've been going there 4 years. If they didn't like us, they would have moved off by now. They would just left us alone. What's Rick talking about now? It's the best booger call.
Yeah, the snoring.
Oh yeah, Fred snoring is the best booger call. It brings him. It brings him straight up to the tent. It might be the worst call.
Lip storms keeping them up.
It probably is. You got to go back to some of them overnighters. You hear Fred snoring, and then you hear sticks pinging off the tent. They know when Fred sleep, but that definitely brings him out. Snoring brings him out to the tent every time. Maybe even too close to the tent sometimes because it gets crazy out there. That's no bullshit. It really gets nuts out there. What's Bomb Tube says, I got trapped by coyotes one time and I stood with this. You're lucky you made it out, Bomb Tube. Them coyotes, when they're in packs, they will snatch you up. They will attack you. They will surround you, and they'll keep moving in, and they'll keep. We had two two incidents with coyotes with the whole pack, and that's probably more scarier than an actual encounter. Now it's about the same equivalence of an encounter of having an encounter with a Bigfoot and a encounter of a pack of coyotes that's screaming, yelping, and then all of a sudden they just stop. All at the same time they get quiet, and you know they're in between you and camp. It's one of the most scariest things that you ever want to come across because you know you got to cut through them. You know they're there. It's all bad. And there's Julie cracking it up. Light size. I only had one bullet left in the shotgun. And yeah, I don't want to be in that predicament. What could you imagine? You got 20 K9s on top of you. You're laying in a ditch. You got one shell left. What do? You shoot in the air trying to hope that scares them off? Man, you's in a bad situation. I hate to ever be in a situation like that because you take the shell on yourself because you know your ass is done. I mean, that's
They're trying to swing that thing like a baseball.
That's a position I don't ever want to be. Yeah, turn around and start swinging it, lighting them up, and backing off away from them as much as you can. You can buy more shells. Yeah, but if you're already out there and you only got one shell, hey, and you got about 15, 20 coyotes circling around you just barking and yelping, what decision do you make? I mean, he got a good point. That's a position I don't ever want to be in, and I don't even want to jinx myself and put myself in that position because we do a lot of stupid shit out there. We go in a lot of holes that we shouldn't go.
So it's the worst stuff you
do.
Yeah.
Julie. Jeff. You guys probably ain't seen Jeff since the last channel. So, Jeffrey. Here he comes, Julie. This is the oldest dickhead. He's 18. He's on my nerves half the time, too. He thinks he's grown now that he's 18. He just turned 18 a couple days ago. He thinks he's grown. So I got to take him out in the backyard, put the gold gloves on him here in the next couple of days, show him how grown he really ain't. Lady in the woods. Oh, Jeff. Come and join the live feed. They asking for you. It probably been a minute since you got to see this scrawny neck.
Yeah, stop.
Dude. This ain't Jeff. This is Cookie.
I'm all the way up the camera. What's up, y'all?
We gotta get in like the Three Stooges here. Oh, you want eye candy? This is a dickhead. This ain't no eye candy. He look gay as shit.
What?
Okay. Eye candy. This is Junior right here, Jeff Junior. To those that all the new subscribers, they ain't seen his scary interactions at the overnight camping.
You be the one in there crying.
Julie, you're crazy, Julie. Hey, Julie, go take a nap.
Right.
Go take a cold shower and then go take a nap.
She said I can turn him out.
Or witch chases you. I'm trying to leave all the witch. Hey, if you're a witch, do not come. I am not a witch killer. I'm a Bigfoot hunter. You're welcome.
Witches, man.
Hey, you're welcome. Other than that, don't come try to kill us.
Has the mustache now.
Even Junior has a mustache. Finally, he trying to be like that.
Stop playing. You're trying to be like me.
He trying to be like that. Old shower girl. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. Hey, Julie, why are you worried about him? I'll
Yeah,
just
I'm
play
gonna clean up for
Joey.
Mike.
I'm gonna go clean up for Mike. See, that's. I'm going. I'm not. I don't hide any comments on here, so I'm gonna show all comments. Gene, does he got a mustache on, or is he good? Hey Gene, little bit of both, Gene, and that's why he ain't been on the channel.
Stop playing.
Ever since he started getting the kitty cat,
He been ghost.
he been MIA. Hey, he went Casper on me. Visible. He even I call him. Hey Jeff, it's Friday, Sunday. We going out. We're gonna go see what we're gonna see.
All right, I'll be there.
I'll be there. I go pick him up. Oh, he's over Bree's house, 10 miles down the block.
Never that.
I was waiting to see what he gonna say. That's Mike's thing. I see Mike pop up on here and try to piss them both off at the same time, and it's working. So, but that's what happened to both of them. They both hit puberty and they both chasing girls, and I can't get them into the woods. And I had to bribe him this time to get him into the woods to come with me.
Never that.
And I'm blackmailing Mike. So Mike got till what 11 o'clock in the morning to be here, or yeah, Sandra's right. Hey, Sandra, I've been telling you, strap it up, use a garbage bag, something, put something over that head.
Gotta use a $50 shirt.
Because he gonna be just like his dad if he don't. Old and stupid.
Stop playing.
But that thing looked like a baby monkey in the face. But long story short, they were getting pretty short. It was just a porcupine, so I just removed it. So they can stick to your broom. Are you still talking about the witches? I'm lost on the broom because the only person I know that rides a broom is gone.
You ride brooms?
Back to Philadelphia. They flew that broom back to Philadelphia or over to Woodburger Farms channel.
Right.
She's over there in his barn waiting to jump out on Rick. We've seen the document. Well, I didn't see. We got him on film one time, and that was in that cave. Yeah, we're in Fayette County, Pennsylvania. If you guys see me looking over there, I'm looking at the comments on the big screen. But guys, I'm looking at 54 people watching right now, and only 40 thumbs up. Can I get like 54 thumbs up or 54 thumbs down, or flirt with that YouTube algorithm a little bit, because that place keeps knocking us down too. And we're trying to fight with it.
Was talking about when we lost.
Yeah, the other channel was a couple years ago. Jeff was on a lot of it. Mike was on a lot of it. It was me, Mike, Jeff, Fred, or me, Fred, Jeff, and Mike was on the last channel. We had so much evidence of Bigfoot. We got Bigfoot so many.
Our vacation videos too on there.
We had so much evidence of Bigfoot on that last channel. And as soon as it started getting attention, my channel got attacked, and I lost everything. I had to start all back over again with this channel, which it took us about a year, a little over a year to build this channel up. And it's doing pretty good. It's going strong. Everybody come back to watch us. We're working on our camera skills a little bit better. It's just when you're out there in that terrain, you got rocks flying at your head, you got logs on your feet. It's hard to pay attention where that camera's bouncing at.
40, I think the rocks
miles. Just once we go back to the old logging road, it's probably about 3 miles off the old logging road, 4 miles off the old logging road. So we walked quite a bit of miles just to get in there. just to get back into where we're at.
Look what Gene said. Hey, look who we got tonight: Captain Kidman, Spidey, and Curious George. I always want to be Curious George.
You are Curious George.
I'm Captain Caveman. He's Spidey.
I'm Spider-Man.
So we're supposed to be Curious George.
Yeah, Sandra, you've been there from day one, and I gotta say, man, Sandra, did you see the video? Them pictures was amazing. They was crystal clear. Hey, you did a good job. You and Scott Malika, you guys do wonderful work when it comes to finding Bigfoot in my videos, and that means a lot to me and the team. Because without you guys, I don't have time to sit and go frame by frame like you guys do. That means a lot to us. It saves us a lot of time. All we really have to do is go back and look at your guys' timestamps or the pictures that you send us, and man, we're getting progress. We're getting a lot of progress done just by us working as a team like that. So that's a good thing. Trust what?
Was it trust zooming in on dark spots in the woods?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that a little bit more too. I'm gonna work on that because I've been getting cussed out for not doing that, just walking around and not zooming in on anything. But when shit's getting thrown at your head, it's hard to remember to stop and zoom in and look. But I'm going to work on that. I definitely am. So these next couple of videos, they're going to be intense because we're going back into that same spot where we were getting bombarded at. But we're going at it at a different angle. Now that I got the team together, we're going to push up on them and see if we get smacked back. So I'm gonna send Jeff in first. Yeah. Kelly says, "Hey Jeff, you see the new video out today about the other man that got pushed from behind by Bigfoot and he fell on his face."
Messed it all up, man.
Yeah, I did see that the other day. He was walking through. He didn't see. I did see that. He didn't know what it was, and I seen that. It's on the news. The dude's face is all black. He got pushed so hard that he got knocked unconscious.
Damn.
And when he woke up, I did see that. That's what I mean. These Bigfoot are changing gears because all the vegetables and the fruits dying off are changing season into the fall. So they're going to be changing from fruits and vegetables into the meat. So we got to be a little bit cautious because
they're going to be on the menu.
Yeah, we can definitely. I don't think that. I think if times get hard for them, we could be, but that deer probably had a lot to do with the change of the seasons, and I think that might have been one of the first kills of the year.
Julie.
What Julie said?
She never came in the bed with the laptop.
Yeah.
Hey Julie, well you forgot about that cold shower. Mike ain't gonna be here till in the morning, and this dickhead, he's still a dickhead, so he's out the question. He practically white feet up already at the age of 18.
Yeah, I already know.
Brenda, you're not kidding. You're not kidding at all. When you're kidding, there's inside truth to it. So I'm on to you, Brenda. And Gene, just think about it. You three would be finger looking good. I'm sure we would, Gene. Hey, Gene, just think this time next year, you'll be out there with us. You'll be out there doing this with us. But Anthony say, I left some comments with some suggestions on some of your videos. I'm in Eastern Washington State. I haven't got a chance. If you guys notice, there's a lot of comments I haven't got a chance to get to yet. Believe me, I will. I don't leave not one comment untouched, whether it's a hard thumbs up or the middle finger. I'll give you guys something just to let you know I've seen it. And I've just been so busy trying to get back up. I didn't really had a minute to go back and look at that, but we will get in there and I will check all that out. All them comments on the video.
Yesterday or found you today.
Hey, well, welcome aboard, Anthony. Hey, you found some crazy ass dudes that don't mind climbing their holes.
Oh yeah. Stay tuned.
You got a lot of videos to catch up on, get to know us, see some of the crazy shit that we do, and then you'll get an idea of some of the crazy shit we're about to get into. So, welcome aboard with that one, Anthony. Thanks for joining the team. Gene.
I bet Jeff Jenner would give me a shout out, huh?
Gene Moose, I ain't giving you no shout out this week. You got enough shout outs. Hey, Gene, get them shirts printed out. Get the shirts printed out for the fans, and we would talk shout outs. Work on them shirts, Gene. Everybody's waiting on them now. We told them. Everybody's gonna be waiting on them. I'm excited to see them myself. Into the woods.
That'd be hard.
I seen that video, I myself believe. I believe that video to be more realer than the Patty Gimlin video, and I believe that video to be real as well. But that bear and Bigfoot fight video, I mean, it shows his groin, testicles. It shows the ticks in his chest, and the way he was maneuvering that grizzly bear, the power in him. That was pretty authentic. I mean, you're not going to get a man in the suit that got that kind of strength to smack a grizzly bear upside the head and knock him down. It don't work like that. That grizzly bear gonna knock your ass down. What's his Stream Village people reunion? You guys got jokes, full of jokes, but that's how we are. That's how you gotta be. I mean, if you can't look and if you can't laugh and joke, then why do this shit? Might as well go get a full-time job and go to work.
Well, what will the shirt say?
We're working on that. I just gotta go to the end of the month. All right, Gene. So guys, next month we're gonna have T-shirts, Into the Woods with Jeff with Bigfoot on in the background.
Everybody better be rocking one.
Gene's gonna be sponsoring that. I mean, him and his beautiful wife, they've been doing so much for us. Cookie, give me 5. That's Cookie, guys. Come on.
Watch Teddy's gonna get
But
jealous.
we'll let you guys know when the T-shirts come in next month. That would definitely help us out if you guys grab one of them T-shirts. We're trying to keep them as cheap as we possibly can with them, and I'll know more about them at the beginning of next month. What Anthony said, one thing I found is that you never want to bring a dog with you; they will stick. Yeah. Don't. I wouldn't do that to my dog. I wouldn't even think about doing that to my dog. Wouldn't have made it a day out there if I would do that. I would never do that. Grizzly behaviors need to be recognized, right? They do, because grizzlies are no joke. A grizzly bear, probably you got more of a chance getting your ass whipped by a grizzly bear than you do a Bigfoot any day of the week. I gotta on hide this. I don't hide anything in the comments. And Julie, go take a shower, Julie. Julie.
Oh, I'm about to call right now.
You're crazy, Julie. Hey, Anthony. But that's what we do. And if you guys join us into the woods, you come out with us, that's what it's about. Joking, laughing, having a good time.
Text me, Anthony, I got you. I know a couple of them.
Don't do it, Anthony. Don't do it.
It's all bad.
Julie was the Bigfoot.
Hey, Julie wants Mike's foot. Mike's little foot.
So
Let's
that's
keep.
fair.
I don't know if it's like the same video with the Bigfoot and bear, but it's the one I seen was it fake?
First when
I don't know if it was fake or if it wasn't, but it was a fascinating piece of footage. I haven't either. I'll be honest with you, I didn't think they was real until we spent the night in the cave. And the next day after we reviewed the footage,
Oh, okay.
Anthony, there you go. But like I said, no matter how good or bad the comments are, I got the option to hide or show. I don't hide anything. So did I just hide that? Oh, okay, that's what I do. I show everything. So try to keep it like kind of PG.
Where do you see Cookie, Brenda?
Cookie's here running around here somewhere. She just crashed it like 5 minutes ago. Cookie and Teddy, the Pomeranian. Oh, you're good, Anthony. Hey, that's what fun's about. You should see us in the woods.
Right, it's all bad.
It's bad, especially in the wintertime. We're knocking each other out with snowmen and shit.
We threw a whole snowman at Mike.
They build a big ass snowman just to throw at each other. It don't make no sense out there.
You remember that?
Do I think spirits are demons? I think they're two different things. I think demons are a whole lot stronger than spirit entities. But I'm not a professional on ghost hunting. I never claimed to be, but I kind of believe that the demon world is way more powerful than the spirit world. It seems that to me. But I don't know. Bigfoots and bears eat the same things. I think on a level, the black bears pretty much stick to the vegetarian and the grubs, small shit. Sometimes they'll raid dumpsters for cooked food. You never really ever hear about them eating raw food, raw meat. So I guess maybe a grizzly bear, a little more resemblance to a Bigfoot's diet. I don't know, but I gotta show this. Did I get to watch what?
Video from Indiana.
I don't know if I did or not.
Yeah, birds and fish too. Like,
so there is really a Bigfoot fighting a bear. Yeah, you can see his testicles, his everything swinging back and forth. And the force that Bigfoot uses to knock that grizzly bear down, it was no human can do that. It's a bear's like between 9 and 1,500 pounds. How you push that over? I mean, if you think you can, I'll watch. I'll film the shit. Hey, I'll travel wherever you are. If you think you can do that, and I'll come to you and we'll film that. Believe that we will film that. I found a rub 9 foot tall where he scratches his head. I keep losing where he scratches his head, but we found a few marks like that. Are you sure they're not stripping the bark off and eating it? Because a lot up in Bigfoot world, we know they'll make slices in the bark in the wood bark, and then come back a couple weeks later after the bark done dried out. Then they'll peel it off and strip the whole tree up, all the way up from top to bottom, and they'll eat the bark after it's dried out. So they might be doing that. They might be doing that. What is the name of the video of the bear and the Bigfoot? Just type in Bigfoot fights bear. It should pop it up right up. It's a rub for sure. Like, yeah, with them scratching. I'm sure it is full of vitamins, and I noticed they only do it to certain trees. They don't do it to every tree, It's only the certain ones that they're doing it to, and I'm not sure which tree it is. I'm not no tree expert either, but I know that they do eat the tree bark and some leaves on some of the trees. You'll see inside that cave, there's a pile of leaves that seemed like they was eating on. I don't know what purpose it had, but I think they ate the leaves too with the park. They had pine cones. Samuel said pine. They like the pine nuts, and they like going up in the pine trees because they're concealed up in there. So when you're going through a bunch of pine trees, pine forests, pay attention up in the trees because they take the sticks up in the pine trees and make kind of a floor up there and structure out up in the canopy of it. Anthony, man, Gene, oak trees and pine trees. They got the nuts. They like them nuts. I think that's what they're going for. You started to get cold there. We just started our cold session here in Bigfoot before the snow. Yeah, I think that's what that deer was about. I think that was one of its. It was a very fresh kill. It was. I thought it was still alive laying there when I found it. So I think that was one of their meals. Do you think the Bigfoot know when you are nervous? Yeah. And I think they laugh when I scream like a little bitch at spiders and shit like that. I think they laugh like these guys cracking up with the bats and the spiders. Them spiders at nighttime they'll jump right on you. The daytime you can walk, you can poke at their web, they won't move. But at nighttime, as soon as you come up around on them, they'll fling off their web and jump on you. So what else you gonna do but to scream like a bitch? Jack Willis, this tree is rough, smooth.
It must be Bigfoot. I like that.
I like that. Julie. I don't know what I'm gonna do with you, Julie. Hey, you might got the same personalities. You're both assholes, so you might make a like a perfect match. So hit Mike up on Facebook. Check him out. All right, guys. I don't want to end this, so I'm gonna leave this up to these two,
a sasquatch.
and I'm gonna run to the bathroom while they do this for a couple minutes. So have fun with these assholes. I'm out.
I got pee. Like, he going in there playing so. It's like
Let Mike in charge. Soon as it's not Mike, it's Jeff. What do you two think his best video is?
I don't know. I think they're all pretty I think they're all pretty good. They go pretty good. I like his energy.
What's that?
Jack Willis. Yeah, I really think you could.
I'll watch the shit. Oh yeah.
I don't know. I would never be able to have a conversation with Bigfoot face to face.
Man,
Was you crashing my live stream?
Yes.
Crashing already.
You already did.
Everybody gone.
Look what she says.
Going on, everybody. I'm back. Instead of just
Jack Rose with the crossbones.
instead of just talking about a little bit of nothing, let's talk about this weekend. I got all these assholes together this weekend. Finally, we got the whole team together. You think we should? We don't know if it's going to rain with this hurricane coming. This hurricane sitting on top of South Carolina. And you guys are in my prayers. Everybody in the path of that thing.
Pickle boy about to get hit.
Yeah, Pickle Boy, man. I hope you're safe, Bridget. You and your family. I hope everybody got out of there. Don't play with it. I don't care if it goes. from level 4 to level 0. Don't play with it. Just leave till it's over with. But let's talk about this weekend. I'm not sure if it's gonna rain, but we got tents.
They planned up like
Let's make a plan. You guys want to do overnighter tomorrow night?
Yes.
I got this live. I'm asking you this in front of everybody right now. I got Jeffrey, I got Fat in the hole,
So who would all be going?
Dickhead Mike. That's me, you, Fred, Mike, and your girl. We roll out. Spend the night off that bitch.
Let's get it tomorrow.
But we're going to be in the area where I was getting Rockstar at.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
All right, guys, we gonna do it.
And we're gonna leave all Mike's clothes in the car. We're gonna make him be out there stuck.
Mike's new nickname is Curious George. What about this dickhead? I thought he was Curious George. But guys, you heard it here first. You heard it here live first in front of both of them. Said tomorrow afternoon we're gonna go do an overnighter where we get the Rockstar at me at last week, and we're gonna pitch a tent right up in the middle, right where I was huddled up at, where they had me cornered at right there, and we're gonna pitch a tent right there in that spot, and see if we can survive it through the night. Once it gets dark, there's no way of getting out. You'll never, once the dark hits, you'll never find your way out of that place. You'll be lost in that forest for days.
Probably why Deb didn't do nothing. She
couldn't find her way out. That's probably the only reason why we survived that night. I think it might be worth checking that out before you all go camping. Where do you want us to check out? That hurricane's going that way, guys. Yeah, I heard it took the last minute turn and it's coming straight up through Maryland, right into Pennsylvania, straight at us. So I don't want to say if this hurricane doesn't affect us, we'll go ahead and do the overnighter. But if the hurricane does affect us, we ain't gonna be able to do it. But Cookie,
he wants back in the video.
Cookie wants to be in with everybody. All right, see you on TV. But guys, long you heard it here first. Long as the hurricane doesn't affect us between Saturday and Sunday, we're gonna go back out there. But I'll leave it up to you guys. Do you want us to go where the rock was bombarded at, or up at the third layer? Because I kind of want to do both of them. Both of them would be crazy as hell, especially with the spiders up on the third layer. So both of them would make a crazy video. I'll leave it to you guys. Do you want us to stay up on the third layer, or do you want us to stay in the back area in the corner where I got the rocks thrown at us? The fourth layer, that's like back in where the rocks. I circled around the second layer and came back to that. And they wouldn't let me to the fourth layer. They wouldn't let me up in it to get to that. Every time I walk up to that, the rocks got closer, so I back away from it, and then the rocks stopped. Then I turn around, go back up, then the rocks picked up again. So camp out on the third level. Harold says where the rocks are thrown. So we 1 for 1. Third layer, 2 for 1.
Third layer, spider stood. For sure.
Fourth layer. That's like the third layer. Anthony, weed is now legal in Pennsylvania. Medical use only. Camp out where all the yeah. So where the rocks were thrown. I had a feeling you guys were gonna say that.
I wouldn't camp on it later.
All right, there it is. So tomorrow afternoon, guys, we're going out to that place, and we're going to go to where the rocks was thrown at us at, up in that corner. I'm even going to go up into the corner where it got intense at, where it got real intense, and pitch the tent right up in between them rocks right there. See what happens. Jeff and Mike's both gonna be there, so that's gonna be one of the videos that you definitely don't want to miss. I'm not gonna miss it. I'll tell you that much. That's gonna be a video I'm gonna watch 100 times. Them two together in a spot that he never been in. I'm not even gonna try to even let him watch none of the videos of that area until we get there, because he'll back out. They got a vehicle, they'll dip. I'll have to go pull the spark plugs out the car so they can't leave. So they won't watch none of them videos tonight.
Where is fair?
Fair's right here. You talking about Money Mike? Money Mike is probably, he's supposed to be on his way here. I thought this dickhead was bringing him, but he didn't.
No, he said he was too busy with his girlfriend.
See, that's what I've been getting every week. So tomorrow morning, I'm going to go drag Mike out the house. He'll be there. Don't worry, I'll have Money Mike and Jeff. I don't know anything about the levels of the rocks. Anthony, you gotta go back and check out. You got a lot of catching up to do, man. You got a lot of. There's a lot of good footage. All the spots are on this channel. Down in the ravine, you can check that out. The Bigfoot world, in the cave area, the great spot. Well, it's called Cave. A new spot, great video. It's called. You might want to check that out. That's the cave that we're talking about going back to once we get to 10,000 subscribers.
Yeah, 10,000.
10,000 subscribers. We're going back to spend the night in that cave, and that cave is nothing good.
Jeff Willis's post or something like that.
Jack Willis
Up there.
Where is he at?
I think it's stuck in the past. It's right there.
Let me go back and check out Jack Willis's post.
Up there. Oh, yeah.
Jeff, hit me up on Messenger, Jack Willis. I just got a inheritance and got camera money and plenty of. I swore when I was a young man to find the Bigfoot. Okay, Jack, where are you from? Are you in the? Are you in the Pennsylvania area? Bobby Joe Ashton. Hey, you've been a friend of the family forever. Thanks for joining us. We're getting ready to go out and do some crazy shit this weekend, Bobby Joe. Man, it gets crazy out there. Jack, you're in Washington. That's about Washington State. That's what hour from us.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, come over. Hit me up on Facebook, Jeff Friend Into the Woods with Jeff. Send me a message over there. We'll work something out. We'll hook something up for sure. Washington State. I did hear that. There's a lot of mountains over that way.
Washington State's the other side.
I can travel on that West Coast, not DC.
Oh, okay. I see. You can travel. Hey, whenever you're ready. Anybody really, not even just you, Jack. Hey, as long as you're down to earth, yeah, you're more than welcome to come and experience what we experience. You bring your camera, you can film that shit. Do what you want with it. It's just it kind of helps us out because it ain't just us experiencing it. Somebody from a couple states over is experiencing the same thing we're experiencing in this area, and it shows that we're not lying about what we're experiencing. So the more people that come, the better. So yeah, definitely check out Jeff Friend on Facebook, Into the Woods, and get on Messenger, and we'll set something up. And that's for all 43 of you guys. Anybody want to come out? Let's get it cracking. It's the hottest state in the States. That's what I heard, Browndorf. We gotta go get you. What Gene said? Facebook, we gotta go get you better internet service. Gene, we gotta get everything. We're barely hanging on here, Gene, but we doing it. We still hanging in there. I mean, we fighting. The internet's weak. The cameras are the cameras suck. I ain't gonna lie, but we're still getting in there. We gotta pay $20 of gas just to get to our spot. We'll get dropped off close by our spot and then walk another 10, 15 miles to get in there. So it's been hell and we've been battling it. We're still doing it.
Use a t-shirt money to get
Hey, G, we're gonna use that t-shirt money to get ahead in life. And not just us, you as well, Gene. Because without you, Gene, we wouldn't be able to do what we're doing. You're the one to give us that night vision camera. I mean, you do more than you should, and we definitely more than appreciate it. And that's all you guys. Just from you guys watching helps us out more than you guys could imagine. And this is what we want to do. This is what we're going to continue to do, and we can't do it without you guys watching. So we need each other. That's what friends are about. That's it. Moose, you're the man. And you're definitely the man.
Definitely coming through a lot.
I have recorders, bomb tube. I have recorders, but taking the record. I have 2 recorders that you guys sent me, and to leave a recorder out there for a week straight, and then to come back and sit and listen to a week straight worth of audio from sounds from the wood. I have not enough time in the day to even try to sit and listen to part of it. And it's just like I don't have. There's no time in the world for me to sit down and listen to 8 hours of static. Maybe nothing, maybe something. It's just I don't have that type of time to do that. Tell Mike to bring some of his female friends so you can get some activity this weekend. Jeff's girlfriend's going to be there. It seemed like when there is females there, there is more activity. But at the same time, I don't really want to take too many females out there in case you know how animals can get. If it's that time of the month for females, the male animals get rowdy and they want to jump on you. I don't know how the Bigfoot would act, so I want to make sure it's not that time of the month for them before they go out there with us, especially on an overnight journey. So there's a lot of things that it's weird, but I gotta say, there will be a couple girls with us. There'll be a girl out there with us because it seemed like the Bigfoot like them. And the last 2 times we brought girls with us, they played tricks with us. Maybe it's just because the girls was there, they was playing the tricks with us. I don't know, but we'll definitely have a girl there, so we'll see what happens with that. And I definitely want to see how Jeffrey acted from his girlfriend trying to hide, not play it cool, not being scared. And it's going to be a great video. And I can't wait to experience it. It's going to be funny.
It's going to be interesting.
I'm not sure if I want to read that comments regarding William Anthony. I'll go back and look after the video just in case I ain't supposed to be reading it out loud. Gene said, you know what you do, guys? We'll pull out of your backpacks a bunch of
So if you do that, a
they
bunch of wings on
might get freaked out and run.
That's what's up.
Here, I need some coffee.
Go in there looking like one person, come out looking like another.
Yeah, they might think we're trying to trick them, but that we do need to come up with some good tricks because they've been like coming up and they'll take a bottle of pop and leave, and then when we go for a walk, come back, they'll put the bottle of pop back. They'll move shit around on you, hide shit. They're doing tricks on us, and I've been trying to think of something to come back at them with, but nothing comes to mind. Because it's like always when they do shit, it's like a spur of the moment thing, and it surprises you more than anything. That wasn't there. It's like the coffee cups. I'll leave a coffee cup at where they're dumping the shit at, and by the time I get back to where we camp at back there, it's full. It's full big. I mean, the cup is got from that area to there. My fault, guys. I'm getting side viewed by some Greeks. Things you gotta go through. Do some Home Alone tricks that I would say. Yeah, but we gotta come up with something to where we can get it on film, something where they know that we're playing back with them at the same time.
We got some lasers, we gotta get them charged.
My mind keeps coming up blank when I try to think about that. What is it?
Take lasers. We got a couple. We gotta get them charged.
Yeah, we have lasers.
Mike
has a couple. Fred has one. We have lasers that we can take out there and just mess around with them a little bit. See what happens with that.
I'm gonna find a charger for it.
They can smell it if you're a man or a woman. Yeah. The wigs definitely won't work. You're right about that. So, Gene, there's your answer. The wigs won't work because they know what's going on. I mean, they sit and watch you from the time you get in here till the time you leave. They never take their eye off. There's always at least one watching you at all times. So you're not doing nothing like that. You gotta do something tricky that's like you gotta really think about a trick to come at them because they're not gonna fall for the average trick. If I spray with beer piss, I'd probably get my ass whipped. But that's like a hormone that you're spraying on there. It's not that time of the year, so they're more in the gathering right now instead of humping. So I think we ain't got that worry right now at this time of year. We more got to worry about getting ate than raped. When it comes to the Bigfoot world at this time of year, we're coming into fall right now, fall and winter and the cold months. So they're switching over from fruits and vegetables to meat. Thanks, Penny, man. That mean, did Penny say that? These are going to. I'm sure they do love banana ice cream, but by the time I get some banana ice cream out there to the Bigfoot world, I'll be wearing the banana ice cream. Yeah, Jeffrey probably eat it. Anthony, I definitely will go back and look at your comments. I go back and look at all the comments I missed. Actually, after we end this live feed, I'll go back and go over. I mean, this is what brightens up my day to sit and talk to you guys. I mean, I can be pissed off I was pissed off, mad at this computer. I couldn't figure out how to embed the codes and do this and do that just to go live. And within 2-3 minutes of BSing with you guys, it's like changed my whole attitude, changed my whole mood. And that's why we do this. I mean, and we're not going to stop. Heard he hangs around about McDonald's. Who's that? Throw them a bunch of old rotten vegetables and moonshine. Yeah, then we'll have they might be one of them Bigfoots that get drunk and want to fight. So I'm not gonna give no Bigfoot no alcohol. Get out there and get my ass whipped. Great meeting you. Yeah, hey, if you're in the neighborhood, pop up on my messenger. We'll set something up. That might be funny to see. That it might be one of them happy drunks and come out, flop around, laughing. It might be a funny thing to see, and it might be a bad thing to see a drunk Bigfoot. Take it easy, Anthony. Thanks for watching, man. And stay tuned for what's coming because we got some funny videos coming up with Jeffrey out there messing with Bigfoot. Mike, you never know what's going to happen because me and Fred will go out, push the envelope, climb into some holes, get things moving around, and Jeff and Mike be up there crying, telling us not to do it. So it usually turns out pretty great. Hey, hey, Crusader, I don't even want to find out. I don't ever want to find out the easy way or the hard way. Now that's the last thing I'm going to do, Anthony, is piss him off. If you piss him off, chances are you're not going to make him out of the woods. If you shoot one, chances are you're not going to make it out of the woods. They're like family oriented and they stick as a group. And if one gets injured, you're going to pay for it. And you'll never get that body out. What would you do if they spoke up to you like Harry and Anderson? They spoke to us a few times. Me, Jeffrey, Mike, we was camping down in the bottom of the ravine, and Jeffrey was going. We was all on the line walking up this barricade up the side of this mountain, and Jeffrey was going up in front of me. And as soon as he went up underneath this log, he hit his head on that log. And as I was coming up behind him with the camera, some to my right said Bochiva or something like that, and somebody translated it. It was French for watch your head. I'm not saying Bigfoot speak French, but that's what it said, and that's what it was translated to, watch your head. And it was kind of coincidental that Jeffrey bumped his head on that log, and then something to my right on the other side of the barricade said Mochiva or something like that, which they said was French for watch your head. You guys should take some ribeyes out and cook out up there. See, we tried that with the hot dogs with Mike. Mike likes throwing hot dogs in the fire, and that usually brings the bear in, the coyotes in, and all the predators that you don't want, the panthers that they say we don't have, the mountain lions they say we don't have that are in there. We have them, and the cooked meats brings them type of predators around, and I don't want that kind of company. So we mainly just bring like munchy food, chips and stuff to get us through the night. The black bear like that kind of stuff. But if we're not eating it, we tie it up into a tree. We try to keep our food up and the smelly foods away just to avoid any attack. Hang on tree limbs, you can see. Yeah, I seen, and whenever I was filming that deer, I seen that thing that looked like a orangutan. I didn't see it till when you guys sent me the timestamp, but it looked like a orangutan swinging tree from tree. That was probably the creature that broke the thing's neck because it looked kind of red. All the ones usually back that way are like reddish brown or black. That you never really see a red one, and that thing going tree to tree on that video looked red. Do y'all take bear spray? We used to, and we don't. It seemed like if we take something to protect ourselves, we get zero activity. If we take pepper spray, mace, guns, knives, if you take anything, nothing will happen. You won't even see a grasshopper. But the one time you go butt naked, don't take nothing, no knives, no nothing, watch what happens. You'll see a big difference. You'll notice a big difference. Last week, I thought I was waiting for a sighting. I thought one was going to walk out and show itself to me. That's how intense it got there toward the end. It got so intense I had to walk away. I backed out. I actually backed away from him and left him be. Baby cries. We heard him a lot. We heard the last time we was all camped down by the ravine. We heard babies cry. Last week with Deb. No, it wasn't last week, but the camp out with Deb. We heard baby cries. As soon as we got there on the other side of the rock, there was a baby was crying, and then it sounded like a woman talking, trying to get the baby to stop crying. And as soon as you turn the camera on, it stops. It's like all activity stops. So really, the camera is your protection. The camera is like a gun to them.
So you got a different stick beside you.
I knew he was there. It was on the third layer, and he was down in. It's like a 6-foot drop back behind me, and he had his head like he was standing up. His head was popped up out, and he was watching me stand there. And the brush, his eyes was like underneath the brush, and the only thing you see was top of his head, but you can see through it. And he thought he was covered by that brush, but the whole top of his head stuck out. I seen him, and I hurry up, and that's when I went out into the open. I got out into the open at the wooded area where if he had to come out, if he was going to show himself, he had to come out into the open. That was like my way to get away from his ass. I seen him, and that's the same one that was following me the whole way back in there. I believe Deb is into some. I don't know what Deb's into. As long as she's into it down Philadelphia, and not at my house. Cause I'm not cool with that cup of tea. I don't want no parts of that. I'm not about that life. What are you smoking? I ain't smoking nothing yet. That's not until after the laugh. Wonder how they react to a mirror. I seen somebody else use the mirror effect. They'll take a big mirror and they'll face it toward the woods, and then they'll point the camera at the mirror. For some reason, that works. I don't know how or why. Maybe they can't see the lens. Maybe the lens sets off a certain glare, or I don't know. But I forget who it was who made that video of the white Bigfoot and the black Bigfoot fighting over the tire, and it took off and ran, stepped over that big 4 or 5 foot fence in one step. It was pretty amazing. That mirror this kind of works, I guess. It worked for them. I don't know if it'll work for everybody. There was a day video. You were high going down, but across from you was a Bigfoot moving. You probably did, Connie. Harold, there's more than a few things bad about it. I didn't know it. I didn't know what I was walking into until I walked into. I invited her down. Thought we were going to collab with each other and make a Bigfoot video with each other and show her my spot, my area, and what we experienced. And it went south from there. Watch above me. That's where they're always at. We're always on the second layer, walking along that rock face, and they're always up on that third layer. Anthony, you probably are right. You probably are right, but that is nonetheless a fascinating video. If it is fake. If it is fake. I seen a white Bigfoot. The day Deb came, we all got to see the white Bigfoot jump up off that rock face and jet across. Every one of us seen it except for Deb. I turn around, Deb's 100 yards back talking to this tree back there. It's the only reason why Deb missed that white Bigfoot run across that rock face. But the whole entire team, even my girlfriend Chrissy, we all seen the exact same thing. stand up and jet across the top of that rock face, jump 20 feet to another rock, and then holler at us. That was crazy. Still to this day, that was amazing to see a white Bigfoot with that kind of it went to like a blur from sitting there to a blur. 3 seconds to cover that whole rock face and was gone. The white Bigfoot video from PA is legit. Yeah, it is. That's not far from here. That's not far from here at all. It's not that old either. Yeah, it's about 2008, 2009 that happened. It was in his backyard. Yeah. It was the Bigfoot video at night. He shined a light on it. You seen blink and then jet off as fast. They're like superhuman fast. Gene.
The white Bigfoot from PA is legit. You haven't seen it.
Yeah, we definitely seen. We seen the white. It's not gray white. It's white. Whole body solid white. It's don't seem to me like a gray white. It's like an albino white, solid white, like a rabbit white. Gene's crazy, but hey, that's why he's a part of the team, man. Gene, he's definitely a part of the team. Sing it, Fred.
What am I singing?
Gene. I think I could fly. I think I could touch the sky. I think I could sit down and get high.
My mouth is getting pretty dry. I think I'm pretty high.
That's why Gene's part of the team. You never know what he's going to come up with. That's what all of us, you never know what we're going to do, what we're going to say, what we're going to, you just never know. It's always something different, something off the wall, spontaneous. And we just, if we see it, we come across it, we do it. And that's what makes us unique from everybody else. That would freak you out. Fred is a good guy. Hang in there, man. You're the front man in the line. He's fair in the hole. And like I said here, he earned that name. He get him in the holes that Ferris won't get into. So if you would have seen that last channel, you would understand why they call Fred Fair. You'll see. Just hang in there and stick with us, and you'll see in the future why they call Fred Fair. And you'll see why they call me Spider-Man or Batman. But yeah, it's all about having fun. That's what we gotta do. That's the main thing.
Yeah, like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, we see him out there.
We all seen him.
That was the night with Devin, wasn't it?
It was the same night we took Devin in them woods. She would have seen it too if she wasn't talking to a tree back
Right. Like 30, 40 feet back. Have a full conversation with it. They go to their best friend, they see each other.
I mean, she heard it running across there, but she didn't see it. We all was right there. We all seen it jump up and take off run across there. It was fascinating. I think they will come to you secretly if you was in the tents. Like that's what they did the last time we camped. It wasn't even a minute. And I heard that plastic bag. I don't know if it hit off the tree, hit off the ground, but I heard that plastic bag get hit off of something. And we wasn't even inside the tent a minute. North Carolina just witnessed some serious activity too just before the storm hit. They all sense it. The animals sense it that something's coming, something bad's coming, and they're going for higher ground. My snakes, I have two pythons. They're usually hiding, they're usually buried somewhere in the tank. These past 4 days, they've been nonstop, day and night, everywhere. they're highly active right now because they can sense that the storm's coming as a bad storm. Anybody in his path, I hope everybody's safe and they got out. Don't be stupid and stay because you're not going. This might not be when you're going to be able to ride out. Oh yeah, everybody gotta be safe. Don't take no chances. I just heard just a couple hours ago they changed his path, his head up toward us. We'll wait and see if we get rain. We're going to have to cancel the overnighter, but we'll probably still go up Sunday. See what happens. As long as the rain holds up for a little while. There's a lot of bad things going on with the fires and the storms, and it's not even just the Bigfoot that's going to be acting up. It's going to be all animals. It's going to be migrating, doing things that they normally don't do because of the storm and because of all the wildfires in California, Colorado. Shit, half of that state's on fire back that way. So, yeah, the baby Bigfoot, especially the baby Bigfoot. How about playing some duffel ball out there and pay them no mind? They probably would like to watch. Mike does enough goofy shit for them to come out and watch. I think they like watching Mike because he's once the more shit they do, the scarier Mike gets, and it seems like it gets more intense when Mike's, hey dad, are you alright, Dad, come on, Dad. They like hearing Mike cry. Colorado Bigfoot, yeah. Me and Mark gonna hook up one of these days. Either I'm gonna go down to Colorado this summer. Me, Colorado Bigfoot and Utah Sasquatch. We're supposed to hook up in Colorado and do a collab with all of Mark's spots. He got a lot of crazy spots out there, a lot of crazy structures. So we're gonna go up there and just spend a couple of nights and collab out there. And we're still waiting for them plans, Mark.
Right.
Utah Sasquatch want to quit on us. I think I saw those, but I couldn't remember the guy's name. Yeah, it was Colorado Bigfoot. It was Mark. We're supposed to go with Mark here one of these days.
Oh shit.
We found some stuff that I'm not sure what we found yet, but
Gloves, some crazy stuff.
we're still trying to figure out what it is we found out there. We know something crazy. I'm not sure if that's what we're going for. We just don't know yet. No, they won't let you swear at all. It's live stream, so it might seem like live, but on the YouTube world, I think there's a delay somewhere in there to where they can censor it and do their things because they're giving me a choice to hide it or not. So you gotta take the good with the bad. Going to we just have whistlers here for real. They whistle at us a lot too. There was a time when we were walking at like 2 in the morning on the second layer, and they was right on top of us whistling, just whistling right there on top of us. My body froze. It's like I couldn't. My mind was saying run, but my feet saying "F you." I ain't doing it. It's a bad feeling when you know they're on top of you, just whistling. And I think that's why they whistle at you, just to get a reaction out of you. I was worried about you for a while. Fred, how you doing? Feeling?
Yeah, getting sick.
That
Getting
rain.
sick, my knees messed up. Hurt my knee playing football the other day.
That's why he ain't been out in the woods with us last week. He still thinks he's little kid out there playing tackle football and tearing his caps and shit. Hurricane Charlie out. Plus, I seen the ad. Yeah, if they're telling you to, you'll know when they're telling you to go. When they want you to go, leave. Don't push the issue. Don't push the envelope because you could come up missing. Yeah, he tore it, Gene. It's still jacked up. He's still crawling around.
Still going out there though.
Yeah, he'll be with us tomorrow, hopefully. We might need a wheelchair out there for him, but
I went alone, but I'm coming.
he'd be out there. Alvin said, I seen you earlier and said because I'm interested and have been since about 72. Welcome aboard, Alvin. Thanks for subscribing, man. That means a lot. You'll see a lot on our channel. We push the envelope as much as we possibly can without getting attacked. As much as they let us, we'll keep pushing on to them until they holler at us or throw a tree at us. Farthest I have ever ran from something spooky is when I see something tall and dark in the woods walking to you.
Y'all still alive?
you might.
Yeah, we're still here.
At first, I bet your body just froze, like you didn't know what to do when you first seen it. That's like the last sighting I had. I was actually filming. We was all me, Fred, and Mike was walking along this rock face, and I decided to look up. I was filming the camera forward, and I looked up, and I'm hollering, guys, look, and I'm pointing, and all I had to do was take the camera and go like that. And instead, my mind was blanking. I'm pointing at telling the guys to look what I'm seeing. And I could have had it on film, but my mind just froze. And instead of filming, I'm trying to get Fred and Mike to look at it. It's just one of them spur of the moment things. Let's see. What are those shadows behind you? There's the dream catchers. Flapping in the fan, flapping in the air.
Some of the shutter right there.
Yeah, it's the dream catchers. The lights reflecting off the dream catchers.
It's my guardian angel.
We're still here, Dub 45. Shit.
I think he's intoxicated though.
Try butterscotch hard candies as your gift next. I'm gonna try both of them. I'm gonna take a bag of cinnamon. I'm gonna take a bag of butterscotch, and I'm gonna take a bag of apples, and I'm gonna take a jar of peanut butter up there, and leave it for them this time. See what happens with them. So, yeah.
I keep seeing shadows.
Dub 45. My house is haunted, but at this point in time, it's not ghosts.
We just ignore it.
It's the people that's walking around outside the light, and it's casting a shadow on the wall behind me. Like I said, I got Jeff and his girlfriend here ready to go out. And now I got to track Mike down and get his ass out here. He's chasing girls too. You might as well take a love for bread to get hungry.
Eat peanut butter sandwiches.
I probably would. That's why I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take a jar out for Bigfoot. I'm going to take a jar out for me too. You gotta have a jar of peanut butter for the munchies. Looking for Bigfoot is great, but the scenery out there is so beautiful.
I'd like to live in one of those caves. No, you wouldn't.
You say that now until you come out here and experience one of these caves.
But just see some of the creatures we see in these caves. The bugs alone. Things are creepy.
The scenery it's a fascinating place, and it surprises me every time I go out there. It's like some ancient ruins from thousands and thousands of years ago. The carvings in some of them rocks. I mean, that place is amazing. You have to experience it for yourself to understand just a little bit of what I'm talking about. About 5 coyotes riding my dirt bike when I was younger. I hate coyotes just because they're so unpredictable. I mean, one or two, they'll run past you, they'll walk past you, they won't mess with you. But when you get about 4 or 5
I'll
of
try
them,
it.
they'll try you out every single time. We got lucky. We've been getting lucky. We have coyotes. We have a lot of coyotes, and we got lucky. We just mainly hear them
Good distance.
at a distance. We really ain't had no head-on collisions with none of them, thank God. But so man, thanks, so man. That means a lot, Bruce. I see you on there. Put out bacon grease, they will lick it like ice cream. Yeah, but uh, Bruce, that will bring out the bear too. And if what I found last week was actually bear shit instead of Bigfoot shit, that means that there's a Bigfoot in that area, and I don't wanna mess with him unless it's possible. But good to see you on here again, Bruce. I just showed Jeffrey yesterday. Connie, when I was active duty Air Force, I gave 30% of pay to save all wildcats. Now I'm thinking of being active to get others to protect not only cats but Bigfoot and territory. I think that's what Todd Standing's mission is mainly. Even if like some people claim that it's just fake, maybe to a percentage it is that push the envelope. I mean, he is accomplishing a lot. At the same time, he went to Canada and he got a protection against the Bigfoot there. Now he's in the United States trying to push for a protection order against them. But the courts turned him down, and they said he would have to go in front of the Supreme Court or some other court system to make that kind of call. So he's on the right track in what he's doing to set up a protection for him. So I mean, I got some negatives about Todd Standing, and I have a lot of positives about Todd Standing. He's making a difference in the Bigfoot world by going to the courts, by putting the money into the court system to come up with a protection for these guys. So, I mean, so a lot of people don't like him and say he's fake, but at the same time, he's doing a lot of positive things for the Bigfoot world. So I commend that man for that. After the Russian armed forces just went down after, yeah, I agree on that one, Kim. I'm Gene. I talked to Todd Standing on Facebook and Messenger. He just lost his court case. Yeah, I've seen that. I know I did too. That's what I was just talking about. He lost his court case in the U.S. because the judge tried to claim that he don't. I forget exactly how it went. The judge is not in control of like reserving land or put protection on endangered species. Yeah, there's another way that the U.S. does it differently than Canada. So Todd Stang has to go another
There's more hoops you
angle.
gotta jump through.
Yeah, at it, then he'll eventually get it. He'll eventually get the protection order against him. But until then, we're still gonna do what we do. Um, what it do says is what you are seeing out there responsible for the missing 401 stuff.
Very well, could be.
It's, yeah. I can't say it is. I can't say it ain't. But he's right. It very well definitely could be. Um, I can believe in
understand. I wonder about that too.
Yeah. That's how I am with it when it comes to top standing. I believe it to an extent. Just some of his footage could be legit, but a lot of his footage, like the up close face, I have a hard time buying. But the 15-foot monster that he had in front of him that night, that was stealing his apples in the wintertime, I think that was possibly legitimate. An email that I use at Yahoo. What is it? Let me get that for you real quick. just to make sure I don't want to say anything. You can go to Jeffrey from 136 at yahoo.com.
Thank you.
Yeah, saying that he been sick. This rain been getting to him. It's been raining for like the last 6 days straight. In like the first night of rain, we got almost a foot of rain. So far, we're like 23 inches, and it just began. The hurricane just now hit land today, so we don't know what we're gonna get. They said it changes course. It's coming up through Maryland and over toward us. That might cancel our overnight tomorrow, but if not, we'll definitely be out there. What's Bomb Tube talking about? The Edenfield Wars piece, the hybrid that is there. Where I'm at, it chases you up until they stop chasing you. Where's that at? Bomb Tube, where's that? Do you have a channel? I'm not sure if I'm familiar with your channel, but I'd like to check that out. What kind of hybrid is it? It's like a hybrid of, I ain't going to even guess on that one. You're in Southern Illinois. Hey, maybe one day we go hook up and collab down that way. I'd like to experience something like that myself. That'd be interesting. Definitely. Anything like that. Looks like an alien. Sasquatch Omega, welcome aboard, man. I'm stuck on that one. I definitely want to. Do you have a YouTube channel? BombTube? Is that your YouTube name? Is that how I find you? Is it like part goat, part human? I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah, kind of like a goat with human.
I see you, Sasquatch Omega, man. Thanks for joining us. Kind of like a goat and human. See, that's why they got a law. That makes a lot more sense now. That's why they passed a law. There's a lot of sheep efforts out there, and if you get caught, you get like 20 years in prison and so many thousands of dollars of fine if you get caught doing it to a sheep, because the sheep is the same as a female human, and the human can get a sheep knocked up, and the outcome is pretty much what you're talking about. But if you know where there's one at, you be careful, because they probably can be dangerous. I guess any human could, for that matter. But hey, man, I'd like to come out and check that out. I'd like to do a collab with you. Bring the team out there. We come out and hook up and see what that thing's about. That's something I'd like to check out. Bigfoot can be very dangerous if you don't respect them. They'll let you know when you push your boundaries too far. They'll push a massive tree over at you. That's a good sign that says back up, get away from them. Throwing rocks is like the first thing that they
First
start. Yeah, that's like your first warning. You're going too far. You're going too far. Or they'll throw rocks and try to get you to go that way to stop you from going this way. They carry, they'll pretty much lead you in the way they want you to go. Brenda says, my hubby did that to his knees, but yeah.
I ain't been to the doctors.
We've been trying to get him to go. He's not a doctor type of person.
No hospitals, no doctors for me.
He refuses to.
I don't trust them.
You see this thing stuff yourself?
I'll hobble it out until it gets better.
Right. I'm gonna check you out, the soul man. I'm definitely gonna check out the channel. I'm gonna look it up, see what's going on there. Soul man says he would never do Bigfoot sounds off YouTube. I don't do the sound offs, but you do get results from knocks, tree knocks. If you do like 2 or 3 sequence, I mean, you do get some activity from the tree knocks. Yeah, they will throw. I've been hit with many pine cones. I haven't been hit. I take that back. I never been hit by any pine cones, but they've been thrown at us many times, in the thousands. They've been thrown at us in our direction. If they want to hit us, they can hit us. So man, it's my music comedy video again. It was Angry Baron getting me. It's getting late, guys. It's 9:52. Yeah, Gene.
As normal as they come. It's not very normal.
It's past your bedtime, Gene. I'll talk to you in the morning, man. Thanks for watching. Um, 1940s in my area. You talking about? So he's probably pretty old then, and then they're probably interbreeding with other things out there. So that'd be interesting to come out there and check out the area and film it, see what happens. Sasquatch and Megas said, "Yeah, Fred, are you back to being straight?" So far, we are. Do you think Bigfoot can go in and out of dimensions?
I
don't think they can. I think
they're just sneaky.
Yeah, I think they're clever as shit. They blend in like deer.
They use their environment to their advantage.
Yeah, that's their house. That's like in here, you know all the places to hide.
Secret crawl spaces.
Yeah, and somebody come in here to find you. Chances are they're not gonna find you because you know the best places to go.
Yeah, home field advantage.
In your house. That's the same thing with them.
Home field advantage. You ain't finding them unless they want you to.
Them screams are terrifying. We've all heard one scream, actually loud scream that echoed through the mountains and rattled
your chest. It was miles away and you still feel it.
We heard one. Just like the recorders they have on there, we've heard one in the night.
Oh yeah, that's good.
You didn't get it on film? So man. Have you seen Sasquatch on Terrier? personally reminds me of you, Jeff. Not trying to provoke them, trying to befriend them about the vocalization. Yeah, to a point. To a point. Yeah, I just posted it up last night. Um, Kelly,
Guys, say hi to Lisa.
Lisa. Is Lisa on here? Oh, your wife,
Yeah,
Lisa?
yeah, she said he said she's got home, but he's up.
Oh, hi, Lisa. Welcome home. She must have got home from work. Time to put Gene to bed. He's on here talking crap, Lisa. Harold, I think y'all need to tag a Bigfoot. That way y'all will know where he is all the time. It'll never happen. You know, if you do anything to a Bigfoot, tag him, stick him with a needle or anything of that sort, if you do get a chance to look at him, it's not going to go very well for you. I think the moment they know you see them is the moment that it goes bad for you. I had to check my pants when I got home. Imagine a 48-year-old fat man beating your house stuff. I like to come down and check that out. Like I said, hit me up, man. We'll set something up.
Ain't no fake stuff here.
You'll after watching for a while, you'll weed out the good and the bad with the real and with the fake. We go out there and film. We go out to the woods and we film as we're walking. Whatever happens, happens. There's no trickery. There's no fakeness to it. A lot of times something happens, but a lot of times things don't, and that's what makes us unique. We don't change nothing up. We don't change our actions. We just go out into the woods, and whatever happens, happens. And usually, we get some kind of activity out in the park. Usually,
We don't get activity, we make her activity.
right? We'll push the envelope until we get activity. Uh, First time on the channel, I could open up about shit that be in 3 years about stuff. Y'all could thanks Bone too. That means a lot to us. It really does. We try to stay down to earth as much as we possibly can under the circumstances. Looking for something that everybody thinks is imaginary.
Things gonna do happen, we all walk towards it. You got a bad habit of that.
Yeah, that's something we gotta watch too. Walking towards every sound. That's gonna get us one of these days.
Hey, there's something over there. All right, let's go.
That's what we do too. That's exactly how it. Hey, that's how you find out. You don't know until you go. Right. That's what I say. Carl. There's so many trees out there that's twisted. I mean, twisted, wrung out like a towel. They're still standing, and there's no explanation for it. There's no the snow lean low going to do that. That's you can go out there and just see some of the work that they're doing and know that exactly what's doing it. Just by looking at some of the structures, you know exactly what it is that's doing it. I mean, let's be real. I can tell your videos are real. I see a lot of fakes from other people's videos, Jeff in the real world. We definitely we don't do no trickery shit. We try not to. We don't do no fake shit. There ain't no trying out about it. There's nothing to fake. We go out to the woods and we film what happens. We enjoy going out to the woods.
Chill out. I know Jeff is real. We're all snapping.
It's cool. Everybody knows what we're about, and that's why you guys watch us, because we do what we do. And I'll just leave that at that. Tangles, the size of trees. If you ever been outside in the woods, you would never know. That's what I was saying earlier at the beginning, that the ones that really don't believe in Bigfoot are out there, the ones that are sitting on the couch or at the office and never been to the woods or don't go to the woods. Them are the ones that don't believe. Thanks, soul man. That means a lot. And right at the same time, what we do out there is legit.
Mhm.
And the past video showed that. I don't want to, Kim. I don't want to get into that. The best thing I can say about that is investigate, investigate, investigate. And other than that, I'm gonna leave it that alone. I want nobody talking bad about me, so I'm not going to be on here talking bad about somebody else. Just watch the video with pics. Unbelievable. Thanks, Chris. Them are from Kelly and Scott. They did a good job on finding them. Thanks, Harold. That means a lot. Hey, keep on watching. We ain't done. To me, I feel like we're just getting started. Really, to me,
we didn't even start yet.
that's how I feel. We're just getting close to these guys. We're just getting warmed up with them. So it pretty much just started.
Y'all watched us from the beginning stages.
Used to follow my mom at this graveyard by us at night. But when she quit cooling and stuff, that'd be crazy. That's the one. I want to say her last name. I'm not going to say her name because I can't. Last name, but that picture was amazing. To me, that picture looked like a rock face of Jesus' face. They even had the thorns going around his head, the beard, the hair. That picture. Thanks, Connie. They see it. They know that's what they're still here. We have fun out there. That's what makes us a team.
They're the true ninja of the woods.
They really are. The Bigfoots are the only ninjas of the woods when it comes down to it. I mean, there's other monkeys and primates that can move, but nothing with that size. And that something that big that shouldn't be able to move like they move.
No, not as sound move as quick as they do.
I don't know why it keeps doing that. Chat room queen is on. I'll be getting out for more shares. All right, so man, take it easy, man. Thanks for joining in with us. Thanks for watching. And we've been on here for almost 3 hours, right? And I'll keep going on half the night if I keep on.
That's good.
Brenda still, I was so nice in Greensburg. So glad you did. Yeah, today was hot. It was hot today. We finally got a break from the rain, but there's supposed to be more rain coming.
Hope Mike or son will get more involved with that Bigfoot.
I'm still working on Mike. I'm hoping.
Chris said you guys are awesome. Keep it up. Have a good night.
Thanks.
So while you slept all afternoon.
Most of the afternoon. Since I got home, I passed out till like 5:30. All right, guys. we pretty much summed it up for this week on everything we're going to do. So far, we're going out tomorrow afternoon. We're going to spend the night out there as long as the rain holds up. Thanks, Dustin. That means a lot. We definitely will. But we're gonna go out there. I'm gonna get everything ready between tonight and tomorrow morning, and we're gonna go ahead and make plans to do the overnight out there where the rocks are getting thrown at us. So we're gonna set up camp there, put up a tent, see what happens when night comes, and then if it rains, we'll just try to go in between the rain for a couple hours just to see what's going on out there. See if that deer is still laying in the same spot. See if it's gone.
Let's go to the blessed spot. Have a good friend of the birthday cake.
Thanks, Harold. The movie's nice now. Put locker, yeah. Okay, Gene. I'm gonna smooth this. Hey, there's one for me, going too. I'm definitely gonna check out the channel, check out some of the work out there. And guys, like I said, we're gonna be doing this every Friday night. We're gonna go live. Instead of setting reminders on it, I think I'm just going to just pop up like I did this week. I had to take the reminder set down and just go live because it set it in advance. There's just too many things they want me to do, and I ain't figured it out yet. If I can get that worked out before next Friday, I will. But other than that,
ongoing problem.
yeah, it's been an ongoing problem since we started this Friday Night Live. But that's one of the kinks I'll work out. I'm gonna see if while Jeffrey's here, if he can figure that part out for me. But guys, stay tuned for this week's adventure. I'm hoping we get the all-nighter in. As you see, everybody just slowly faded away from me. They do that a lot in the woods too. I'll be looking at a tree, and next thing I know, they're 10 miles down the road from me. I'll tell you what, if I'm gonna try it, it's a different spot back here in the back. Maybe I have a couple extra singles. I can try to go live Saturday night. I'll try it. That's all I can say. I'll try to go live from out there and see if it'll let me. But on the front side of that rock face is a dead zone the whole way through it. It won't let me go live for maybe 4 or 5 seconds at a time, then it shuts off. But I'll try it once or twice, see if it'll let me go live. If it will, I'll go with it. But if not, I'll film it all. It'll all be on footage. It'll definitely be up. I'll film it. So either way, you guys will get to see what goes on out there. And Robin, thanks. We try to be careful as much as we possibly can, but really the only way to find out about these things is to put yourself on the edge and live life on the edge and take a chance. And so far, we've been getting lucky by the chances we take. But guys, stay tuned for the next one. I don't want to stay here and waste no more of your time than we already wasted. We got a plan together for the week. Stay tuned for this week's adventure and tune in to Friday Night Lives at 7. Cookie will be there. Till then, guys, stay tuned. Everybody have a good night.
We're gonna start cooking with our own life.